guys, David Chirek here, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on stilt flip, and this tutorial was suggested by football tutorials. So here's an example of the trick, stilt flip. Alright, so there was an example of the trick. So before you start this trick, I'd like to say that it definitely is a very advanced trick. So make sure you have your stilts, just your pull-up stilt, really comfortable before you try this trick. But other than that, you don't really need much other tricks. Just be really comfortable with getting stilts and be comfortable with the balance. So now, let's get on with the trick. So to start off, you're going to want to just pull up the stilt like you would any other stilt. So pull up the stilt, and what you're going to do now is you're going to there's two hand positions you can do for stilt flip. There's this one, where the thumb is to the left of the spike, and the spike kind of sits, if you can see that, like right in between the thumb and your pointer finger in this little area. It's like sits in the middle of your hand right there. So there's this grip. There's also the grip where you put your thumb further down on the tama, like down here. And you put it down here mainly so the spike doesn't touch your thumb, because you really don't want the spike to touch your thumb, because first off, it'll make it harder to land on stilts if it hits it, and second off, it's kind of cheating if it hits it. So you want one of these two positions, either this one, so it doesn't hit your thumb or any part of your hand, or the one where your thumb is just kind of far down like this, and then the rest of your hand just falls in place like you would hold it for a normal stilt. The position I like doing it personally is this position right here, having the thumb just more on the bottom of the tama. I like it more because this position where the thumb is to the side and the spike is in the middle, it just kind of feels weird when I'm flipping it. It feels really awkward to me when I actually do the stilt flip, so I find this position better. It doesn't matter really what position you choose, just try each one, and whatever one feels better to you, just go with that one. So just try each one, try both of them, and whichever one feels less awkward, definitely use that one. So now that you have the position down, all you're going to want to do for the flip is you're going to bend your knees, and you're just going to give a little push that way. So you're going to push the tama a bit up and outwards a little bit so that the Ken does this rotation right here. And what I do is I look at the spike when it's coming around, and usually when the spike is around this area, when it's kind of flat, is when I get the tama ready. You really want to keep the hole straight up, because if you spin the tama, you're going to be doing like a no-hole stilt. So try and keep the hole as straight up as possible. So when it's right here, that's usually when I try and like start placing it under the cup. So when it flips around, you're really just going to want to cushion it a lot with your knees as it comes around. And there's not much else to it. Just make sure it doesn't hit your thumb, and also try and do a clean straight flip, because if you spin it a little bit like that, it's not going to be landing straight. So try and do it straight like this. So even that one wasn't that straight, but like something like that. And honestly, once you get good at it, it won't be that hard to do consistently. Just make sure it's not hitting your thumb. Do the flip clean and straight. What I do is I look at the spike, like I said, when it's rotating. And that's basically it. You can end it whatever way you want, usually just falling in. So that's basically it. Double and triple stilt flips are way harder than single. So for those, you're going to have to use a lot more knees, and you're going to have to be really comfortable with a single stilt flip. So get really comfortable with that, with a single, before you go for double or triple. So yeah, that's basically it. Hopefully this tutorial helped, and if it did, make sure to leave a like, comment your tutorial suggestions for next week down below. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.